Hey everyone, welcome back. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am over the moon excited to share with you episode 2 of my huge I Love Christmas series. We're going to be crafting and decorating on a budget using Dollar Tree and budget-friendly supplies. So if you guys love that, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel and punch that bell. It will update you every time I post a new video, as well as follow me over on Facebook. You guys, I post several DIY videos a day over there. You guys don't want to miss out. I just want to keep you guys inspired to craft and decorate on a total budget. And if you guys can tell my excitement, listen, I love nothing more than all of the holiday smells, feels, and goodness. And hey, if you're still working on fall, that's great. Listen, I have fall up in my studio. I still need to change everything over, so we're kind of like playing back and forth between. But hey, let's go ahead and do some fun and fabulous DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts. Without further ado, go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you all a fun little hack that you can do using the Dollar Tree pumpkin cutouts. So you're just going to take and hot glue them one on top of the other, and it's going to create a snowman shape. So if you're like me, you may have bought just a couple too many pumpkins. This is a great way to repurpose and reuse some of that fall decor. Now, I'm going to take and paint the entire thing. I laid down a base coat of spray paint, but then I needed to go over that with some white paint. You can use chalk paint. Any paint you have on hand will do. And then I just added a light little dusting of some of this Walmart white iridescent glitter. And now you can see I have the cutest little snowman. Now it's time to jazz it up and zhuzh it up. I'm going to take one of these cute little Dollar Tree stocking caps or winter hats, and I just flipped the bill a little bit inside, like up, so it would fit down on top of my top snowman. And then I'm just using these little Dollar Tree pom-poms. You can find them in a giant pack, tons of colors to choose from, and I used one of the orange ones and I cut that in half and I kind of pulled it out to make the little carrot nose. You guys could also just use some felt or even some craft paper would work as well. And then I'm using the mini pom-poms to create my little coal mouth on my snowman. And just dig into your craft stash. I know you guys have plenty of stuff to create a fun little snowman. These are just some felt little faux buttons that I'm using. I think I pulled them out of a project from last year. And then you can take one of those little Dollar Tree snowflakes, cut it in half, and create some cute little arms. I'm using popsicle sticks to put on the back of the snowflakes. That way the arms aren't all floppy. You could also use some real little pieces of wood or just whatever suits your fancy. I kind of wanted to try to tie in the blue on the button with the arms, but I hope this gets you all inspired to kind of craft and have fun. Now, if you don't have the little pumpkin cutouts, you could always just use some round cutouts. That would work as well, but really get creative and go for it. The next thing I decided to do was take one of these little Dollar Tree scarves. My sweet friend Stacy actually sent me this cute little buffalo check plaid one. This is in the Dollar Tree winter hat and scarf section, and I'm just cutting a little tiny piece out here, and that's going to create my snowman's cute little scarf. And listen, you guys can use any little scarf that you might have on hand. Dig into your stash. If you're like me, you have several little scarves laying around that could be easily repurposed and reused, or just use a cute little piece of fabric. Walmart has those little crafter fabric squares for 98 cents. You could grab some at your Hobby Lobby or just use an old sweater. That would work as well. So here's how Mr. Snowman turned out, popped into this cute little winter setting. I think these are so fun to make, and I hope you guys are inspired to create something amazing for your home. I feel like snow people or snowman or snow ladies are really great for honestly every season. As soon as it starts getting cold out, you guys can pop those snow babies out. You can leave them out even after Christmas. So these are some really versatile crafts for you guys to do on a total budget. So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you how you can take one of these little Dollar Tree snow people and make a cute little shelf sitter. So I love these because these already come with like a little template to kind of apply the eyes and nose. And even though I'm painting over it with white paint, you can still see the little template underneath the white paint. It may be kind of hard to see in the video, but I could definitely still see it. So I still had a template to paint on my eyes and my nose. And once I had the entire thing painted painted white, I'm using this little smaller Dollar Tree wooden snow person decor piece, and this is what I'm going to use to attach my like little limb snowman to. I hope that makes sense. But first I want to take and I want to make kind of a cute little Mackenzie Childs inspired check hat. So I'm just taking this black marker and I'm freehanding some black and white checks on here, and then I'm doing stripes on the bill of the hat. So really, you guys could really paint these whatever color you love. You don't have to do the black and white, but I do love the black and white, and I'll tell you guys why. Well, number one, I love Mackenzie Childs inspired DIYs, but I also love it because it's so versatile. It's almost something you could set out as soon as the snow comes around, depending upon where you're at, until after the holidays. But again, just have fun with it, get creative, use whatever colors you love. And I'm just changing to a smaller paintbrush and just using some of the little Dollar Tree black. I believe this is chalkboard paint that I'm using. So I painted the hat with the black and white checks and the stripe bill. And then I'm painting the little boots, giving him some black boots to kind of match his hat. Now you guys could get a little more fancy with this if you wanted. And then I decided to go ahead and go in and paint the eyes. But for this, I'm actually using that fine tip. This is just a marker. I didn't want to mess it up and I wanted plenty of control. Now I'm going in with some orange paint to paint his cute little carrot nose, and then there you guys have that. I decided to go with some gray chalk paint for his scarf, again kind of trying to make it a little bit more neutral. I was going to go in like all Christmas and red, but because I want to be able to set this little guy out early, I thought it'd be cute to kind of go with some neutrals for that. So anyway, but you guys have fun with it and get creative. You can really customize these to suit your fancy and your decor. And I think these would be a really fun craft to do with your kiddos or your grandkids, or if you're just like me and you love to craft. Now, I decided to detach the body from the head. Okay, don't get scared here, guys. I promise he's going to go back on. But I'm going to hot glue his body to the front part of the snow person, and then I hot glued the head back on top of the body part. But we didn't want a floppy head here, and we want him to be like a little shelf sitter, something that you could just kind of sit around anywhere, because I didn't really need him to be hanging, although you could honestly hang him and put him from a Christmas tree or a cute little window or whatever suits your fancy. He'd go awesome in a wreath. He's a great little size, super lightweight. Here is how he turned out. I hope you guys are inspired and are totally loving it. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take a Dollar Tree 8x10 frame, and this was actually a cute little frame that I had put some Mackenzie Childs paper in, and I'm just going to pop the paper out. I'm going to set that aside because I'm sure I'll use it for crafting, but my sweet friend Stacy sent me this amazing little calendar, and so I wanted to use the Let It Snow because then it can go along with my little snow person theme. So these are so amazing, and Dollar Tree puts out so many different calendars, and I'm so thankful that she sent me a bunch of different ones to choose from to craft with, because I honestly have not found any of the fun little calendars, but I haven't been into Dollar Tree quite as much recently. I've just been really busy with all of my fall crafting, so sometimes I'll miss things, and I was really excited for it to find this calendar. So I'm just going to trace out the Let It Snow part with kind of the little paper template that I already had, and then I'm going to trim the edges off. And this is such a great, inexpensive way to create wall decor, home decor, on a total budget. So, I mean, if you think about it, a calendar has 12 months in it. So there's 12 prints to choose from. You can change them out for every season and just find a cute little spot to put it in. I'm putting the glass back in and then popping my calendar back in. And I know this DIY is really easy and kind of a little bit of a no-brainer, to be totally honest with you guys. But sometimes I think we need these easier DIYs that are less messy and just fun and can come out really, really pretty, because Dollar Tree's frames, they've got some really neat little frames. Now, this is just a pretty basic one, but look how pretty and classy this is. I love the gold because the calendar thing had like a little gold thing popped in, and I would probably pay $10 for this at TJ Maxx. I think it's really beautiful, classy, and hey, we did this for a couple bucks, and voila, we have a cute little craft, a nice little decor piece on a budget. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take one of the Dollar Tree wood cutouts, and this is one of the Snowflake ones. Now you guys could totally paint this white, glitter it up, but I decided to go with kind of like more of a neutral farmhouse gray. I've got my elephant gray chalk paint here, and honestly, I do need to run to Walmart and see if they have the white chalk paint in. I'm really going to need more of that. But I thought I would do something just kind of different with this, make it kind of whimsical and different and fun. And so I'm just going in with the elephant gray chalk paint, and I only had to use one coat. You guys can chalk paint both sides or one side, whatever suits your fancy. The next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to take some white paint and kind of mix it in and give it a little bit of dimension. So you could also go white with gray, or you could go gray with white, kind of like I'm doing here. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm kind of making like some swirly strokes to give it a little bit of movement and some dimension. Now, as you guys can see, as I take the white paint and kind of swirl it and work it into the snowflake, it's getting a little bit lighter. So that gray was a little bit too dark for me. I really wanted it to be just kind of more whimsical and light and bright. So I'm just swirling it in, and the gray actually isn't even dry all the way. So I'm just really kind of lightening the color. I really love that farmhouse gray, or it's more like a repose gray, which is actually the color of my walls. I'm thinking about what my theme this year for my Christmas is going to be. So that's going to be the secret question for this video. Drop a comment down below. What is your Christmas tree theme going to be? Now, last year I did a huge candy cane themed tree, which I love all my candy cane ornaments, and I'll definitely be putting one that has candy canes up somewhere in my house, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same thing as like my big living room themed tree. So you guys are going to have to give me some inspiration. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Dollar Tree sponge, and it's just a little round sponge. These are so great to make polka dots with. So I'm just taking some white paint and making some cute little polka dots on this snowflake, which pretty silly to have a snowflake with polka dots. I just thought it would be so super cute and fun and whimsical. I love polka dots. I think this is a fun idea. But you guys definitely let me know what your theme is going to be. Do you love to do like a winter wonderland? Are you going to do candy cane theme? Are you going to go for farmhouse, glam, shabby chic? Oh my goodness. And what colors are you going to be using? Now I am doing a $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway, and I'll leave the details of that in the description box below so you guys don't want to miss that. Now, to give my polka dots a little bit of dimension, I'm adding a tiny bit of black paint. And so this is going to be just kind of more like neutral chic little snowflake thing here. And I also had to pop in a cute little picture of our Benji bear. Oh my goodness, he is so cute when we get home. He just lights it up, barking and loving on us with so many puppy dog kisses, and he just wants to say hi to you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. I hope you guys are totally inspired to get your craft on. And if you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia, Olivia's roommate at Tech Home. I love to share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. Now, this is episode 2 of my huge I Love Christmas series. You guys don't want to miss out. So definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's totally free. If you punch the bell, it will update you every time I post a new video. If you guys want more crafts, follow me over on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. All you guys have to do is follow along. And if you guys want to share photos of your home decor and DIY projects that you all have been working on, consider joining my free little Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook group page. I would love to have you guys over there. So I love y'all to the men and back. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.